Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and today in this video we are going to create this awesome landing page where we have the background which is changing in every 3 seconds, and if we click on these buttons we can change the images, and with this image this text is also changing. And here we have this button, see the video. If I click here, it will start playing a video in the background of this web page. And if I click again, it will pause the video and it will display the image. So we will create this awesome landing page using React.js. So let's come back to the desktop screen, and here we will create a React project. So first we will open the terminal, and in this one we will type npm create Vite latest. After that we have to give the project name. So here we will type EV website, and here we will select React, then select JavaScript plus SWC. Now the project file has been created. Now we will open this project file with the VS Code editor. So right click and select this open with code. After that we will open the integrated terminal in this VS Code. So right click and select open in integrated terminal. So here we will type npm install. So it will install all the dependencies. Our all dependencies has been installed in this node module folder. Now we have to run this project. So here we will type npm run dev. Now our project is running on this address. So just open this link in the browser. So you can see our React project is successfully running in the browser. Now we have to clear this default React project. For that we will come back to the VS Code editor and come to src folder, then app.jsx file, and in this file we will delete everything. And here we will type rafc and it will generate all this code. Just remove this statement. Now we will come to app.css file, and here also we will clean this file. After that we will come back to index.css file, and here also we will clear everything. And here we will just add body. In this body we will add the margin 0, padding 0. Then save this file. Now we will come back to index.html file, and here we will rename our title. So here we will add the title for our website. This will be EV Olution. Now we will hide this terminal. Now we will remove this image file from this asset folder, and we will delete this file from this public folder. Now our project has been cleaned. You can see it is blank on the web page. Now we will create the folder structure for this React project. So in this src folder we will create another folder, and here we will type the name components. In this folder we will create 3 components, that will be background, the second one will be navbar component, and the third one will be hero component. So here we will create 3 different folders. So first folder name will be background. After that we will create another folder in components, this will be navbar. Now we will create the third folder, and the folder name is hero. Now inside this background folder we will create a file. So the file name will be background.jsx, and here we will use rafc and remove this first import statement. For this component we will create one CSS file. So in this background folder we will create a new file with the name background.css. we will link this CSS file with this JSX file. For that, here we will type import /background.css. After that, in this hero folder, we will create a new file that will be hero.jsx, and here we will use RAFC and remove this import statement. Now we will create the CSS file for this hero component. So here we will create a new file hero.css. Now we have to link this CSS file with hero.jsx file. So in this one we will type import /hero.css. Similarly, in this nav folder we will create a new file and the file name will be navvar.jsx, and here we will type RAFC and remove this import statement. Now in this navvar we will create a CSS file. So here we will type the name navvar.css. Now we will link this CSS file with this navvar component. So here we will add import /navvar.css. Now folder structure is ready. Next we will insert the assets in this assets folder. So here we have the assets. Just copy this one and we will come back to the project folder, open the src folder, then assets folder, and paste all the images and video. Now our assets has been inserted in this assets folder. After that we will design the background component. But before that we will come back to the app.jsx file, and here we will create one variable. Let hero data is equal to array, and in this array we will have 3 objects. So let's create the first object. Here we will add text1, this is the key. Then the second one will be text2. We have 3 images, so for all 3 images we have to display 3 different text. So we will create 2 other copy of this one. Now in these text1 and text2 key we will add the value. So we have added the text. After that we will create one use state variable. So we will use const and the variable name will be hero count. And we will add the function that will be set hero count equal to use state, and we will initialize it with 2. After that we will create one more use state variable. Using that we can play or pause the video. So here we will type const and the variable name will be play status, and the function name will be set play status. Equal to use state, and here we will initialize it with false. In this div we will mount the background component. So here we will type background / closing arrow, and here we will pass the props. So in this one we will pass the play status is equal to play status, and we will also pass the hero count. And in this one we will type hero count. So we have passed 2 props, hero count and play status. Now we will come back to the background.jsx file, and here we will destructure the props. So here we will type play status and hero count. Now we will import the images and videos that I want to display in the background. So here we will use the import statement video1 from /assets / video1.mp4. After that we will import the images also. So here we will use the import image1 from assets folder, then image1.png. Similarly, we will import other images. So we have imported the background video and images. Now remove this return statement, and here we will check if the play status is true, then we will return the video tag. So here we will return. In this one we will use the video tag and remove this src. Here we will type class name, and the class name will be background. And after this class name we will add autoplay, loop, muted. This P will be capital. In this video we will use the source tag, then we will type the src, and here we have to add the video. So the video will be video1, and the type will be video/mp4. After that we will type else if, and here we will check our hero count is 0. Then we will provide the image1 as a background image. So here we will type hero count 0. If it is 0, then we will use the image1. So here we will type return image tag, and in this image tag we will return image1. And here we will provide the class name background. Now just create a copy, and here if the hero count is 1, then we will provide image2, and create another copy. If the hero count will be 2, then we will provide the image3. So our background component is ready. Now we will apply the CSS properties for this background class name. So come back to the background.css file, and here we will add the CSS for the background class name. Here we will add the height of 100%, width 100%, float left, top 0, left 0, right 0, bottom 0. Then padding none, position will be fixed, object fit will be cover, z-index will be -1. If we are using z-index -1, so our background image will be behind our content. Save this and come back to the web page. So here we have the image3, because in the app.jsx file use state is 2. So we have initialized the hero count with 2, and if we change it to 0, you can see the image1 is displaying. If we change it true, then it will display the video. So let me set it as false, and now we will design our navbar. So come to navbar.jsx file, and here we will add a class name nav. In this one we will create a div, and the class name will be navlogo, div.navlogo. In this one we will type evolution. After that we will create a UL tag, and here we will add a class name navmenu. In this tag we will create the li tags. So the first menu text will be home. After that we will add explore, then we will add the about, then we will add contact. In this contact li tag, we will add a class name, and here we will add the class name nav contact. Now save it. Now we have to mount this navbar in app.jsx file. So after this background component, we will mount the navbar. So here you can see the navbar has been added on the web page. Now we will use the custom fonts. So open a new tab, and here we will search for Google Fonts. Then we will open this website fonts.google.com, and here let's search for outfit. Open this one, and here select this regular 400. After that, we will search for another font, Poppins. Click here, and here also we will select regular 400. Now just copy this link tag and come to index.html file, and before this title we will paste the link. After that, we will come back to the index.css file, and here we will type font family Poppins and save it. Now we will add the CSS properties for the navbar component. So we will add the properties for this nav class name. So write it here. In this navbar.css, here we will provide display flex, justify content space between, align items center, margin 40 pixel and 120 pixel, color white. Save this. So you can see the menu text on the right side. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this nav logo class name. So here we will add this class name, and here we will add the font family, outfit, font size will be 42 pixel, font weight 500. So you can see the changes in this logo text. Now we will add the properties for this nav menu class name. So here we will add nav menu, and here we will provide display flex, align items center, list style none. Font size will be 18 pixel, gap 90 pixels. Save this. So you can see nav menu is ready. Now we will add the CSS properties for this nav contact class name. Write this class name here, and here we will add the CSS properties, border radius of 50 pixels, padding 10 pixels, 38 pixels, background of white color, then color this color code. Save this. So you can see the contact button. Now our navbar is ready. Now we will start designing the hero element. So we will come back to hero.jsx file, and here we will add a class name hero, and now we will mount this component in app.jsx file. So after this navbar, here we will add hero component, and in this hero component we will pass the props. So first we will pass set player status. Using that, we can change the value of play status either true or false. Using that, the video in our background will be played or paused. After that, we will pass the hero data. Here we will type hero data equals hero data. After that, we will pass the hero count, and here we will add hero count. Now we will pass the set hero count. set hero count equal to set hero count. Next we will pass the play status. So here we will type the play status. So we have passed all the variables and functions using props. Now we will come back to the hero.jsx files. Now we will destructure those variables and functions. So here we will type the hero data, set hero count, set play status, play status. Now we have destructured all the props. Now we will import the pause icon and play icon. Then we will import the arrow button. So here we will type import arrow button from assets folder arrow button.png. Then we will import the play icon. Then we will import the pause icon. Now we have imported all the icons. Next we will create a div in this div. So the class name will be hero text. So here we will type div dot hero text. In this div we will create two p tag, and in this p tag we will display the hero data that we have created in app.jsx file. So in the first p1 we will add the text 1, and in the second one we will add the text 2. So here we have three objects in this hero data. So according to hero count we will send different object. So if the hero count is 0, we will display the first object. If the hero count is 1, then we will set the second object. If the hero count is 2, then we will set the third object. With this hero data, we will use the index number. So in this index number, we will provide the hero count. Now save it. Now we will come back to the hero.jsx file, and in this p tag we will add hero data dot text 1, and in the second p tag we will provide hero data dot text 2. After this div we will create another div, and the class name will be hero explode. In this div we will create one p tag and one image tag. In this p tag we will add the text explore the features, and in this image tag we will use the arrow button that we have imported here. After this div we will create another div, and the class name will be hero.play. So here we will create one div with the class name hero-dot-play. In this div we will create one list where we will have 3 li tags, and we will use this li tag as dots. So here we will use ul tag with the class name hero dots. In this ul tag we will create 3 li tags. In this li tag we will add the dynamic class name. So here we will add class name, and after that we will use the ternary operator. So first we will check if the hero count is 0, then we will provide the class name hero dot and one more class name orange. And if it is not 0, then we will provide hero dash dot. That's it. Similarly, we will copy this one and paste it in the second li and third li tag. and here we will check if hero count is 1, then we will provide this class name and this orange class name, and if it is not 1, then we will simply provide hero dot. Now we will change it to 2 in the third one. If the hero count is 2, then we will provide this orange class name, and if it is not 2, then it will be hero dot only. After that we will create one onClick function. So here we will type onClick, and here we will add one arrow function, and here we will call this set hero count. So when we will click on the first li tag, it will set the hero count to 0. Now just copy it and paste in other li tags, and when we will click on the second one, it will set the hero count 1, and when we will click on the third li, it will set the count 2. Now save it. Now you can see 3 li tags. If I click, you can see the image is changing in the background because the state is changing, and when hero count is changing, it is changing the background image also, image 1, image 2, image 3. So after this UL tag, we will create another div, and here we will provide the class name hero play. In this hero play, we will insert one image tag, and after that we will insert one p tag, and in this p tag we will add a text, see the video. In this image src, we will provide the conditional image. So here we will use the ternary operator, and here we will check the play status. If the play status is true, it means the video is playing. So in this condition, we will provide the pause icon. So we will add pause underscore icon, and if the play status is false, it means the video is paused, then we will provide the play icon. After that, on this image, we will create one onClick function, and here we will pass one arrow function, and this arrow function will call the set play status. If the play status is true, it will set false. If the play status is false, then it will set it to true. For that, here we will type not play status, then save it. So here we have the play icon. If I click here, you can see the video is playing. If I click again, you can see the video is paused and it is displaying image. Now hero element is also fully functional. Now we have to add the CSS properties for the hero component. So first we have the hero class name. So we will add the CSS properties for this one. Come to hero.css file, and here we will add hero, and here we will provide the margin of 0 pixel and 120 pixel, then margin top 270 pixels. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this hero text. Here we will provide color, then font size of 110 pixel, then font weight 500. Then we will add the line height of 130 pixels. You can see the changes in the text. Now we will add the CSS properties for the hero explore class name. So in this one, we will add display flex, align items center, gap of 50 pixels, and width fit content, margin top of 70 pixels, and padding 5 pixels and 8 pixels. Padding left of 30 pixels, and border radius of 60 pixels, background color white, cursor pointer. Now save it. So here you can see this button. After that, we will add the CSS properties for this paragraph tag. So here we will add dot hero explore, then p, and here we will type this color, then font size and font weight. Now we will add the CSS properties for this hero.play class name. Here we will provide the margin top 120 pixels, display flex, justify content space between, then save it. After that, we will add the properties for this hero dots class name. Here we will provide display flex, align items center, gap of 23 pixels, list style none. Now we have this li tag, so we will add the CSS properties for this li. So here we will copy this class name hero dot and write it here, hero dot. Here we will add width 15 pixel, height 15 pixel, background will be white, border radius 7.5 pixels, cursor pointer. Now save it. So you can see 3 dots here in white color. Now if the hero count is 0, it should add the orange class name. So now we will add the CSS properties for this orange class name. So here we will type dot hero dot orange, and here we will add the background orange red. Now we are on the third image, so the third dot is orange. If I click on the first one is orange and it is displaying image 1. Now we will add the properties for the hero play class name. Add this class name here, and here we will add display flex, align item center, gap of 30 pixels, then save it. Now we will add the CSS properties for this paragraph tag. Here we will add dot hero play space p. Here we will provide color, it will be white, font size 19 pixels. Now save it. After that, we will come back to the index.css file and remove this body, and here we will use star, and now save it. Now the extra margin and padding has been removed. Now if I click here, it will play the video directly, and if I click again, it will pause the video. Now we will add the fade in transition. Using that, when we will play this video, the video will be coming with fade animation. When we will pause the video, then video will be disappeared with fade transition. For that, we will come back here in this background.jsx file, and after this background class name, we will add a new class name fade in. And in this video, in other 3 images, we have added fade in class name. Now come to background.css file, and here we will create a keyframe, and here we will add the fade in. Here we will type from opacity 0 to opacity 1. Now we will use this keyframe in the class name. So here we will add that class name fade in, and here we will add animation. In this animation, we will use the fade in keyframe. So we will type fade in, then we will set the duration, that will be 500 milliseconds. Then we will type is in out. Then save it. Now if I reload the web page, we will see the fade animation. And if I play the video or pause the video, then also we will see the fade animation. After that, we will add the functionality. Using that, our background image will be updated after every 3 seconds. For that, we will come back to the VS Code editor, and here we have app.jsx file, and here we will add the use effect hook. So we will add use effect. In this one, we will pass one arrow function. In this use effect, we will use the set interval, and we will set the interval of 3000 milliseconds. And after that, here we will use set hero count, and in this one we will pass one arrow function. So first we will take the previous count, and here we will return the new count. So we will use the ternary operator. So first we will check if our count is 2, then it will return 0, and if the count is not equal to 2, then we will return the count plus 1. So this use effect will run only first time when the web page is loaded. So here we will type comma and square bracket. That's it. Save it, and this use effect will be executed only once, and this set interval will be executed after every 3 seconds. And in this set interval, we will set the hero count, and we will take the previous count number, and we will check if the count is true, then it will return 0, and if the count is not equal to 2, then it will increase the count by 1. Now save this and come back to the web page. Now you can see every 3 seconds the background is changing. Now if I click here, it will play the video, and if I click again, it will pause the video and display the image. So finally we have successfully created this awesome landing page using React. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Thank you so much for watching this video.